What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. We're raiding today, and today it's going to be Jeet Apes. Now, I came about Jeet Apes, Jeet Apes. I came about Jeet for my group. We actually had a mini, I wouldn't call it an AMA because it wasn't really for the public, but it was for us, the team that my cousin owns. Don's a Crypto, and yeah, we had like a little VC chat with them, and there were some things that were said that I liked. There were some things that were said that I didn't like, and so you know me, I had to go on the raid. I had to raid this project to see what the hell is going on. All right, so I believe the owner is like I don't want to call him the wrong thing, but I think he's Asian, or I remember him looking Asian. I believe he might have been from the Philippines, but I could be wrong. But he did do a in-person VC video. He did do a video with us, and it seems like it's a really interesting project. So, what is Jeet? I keep wanting to say Jeep. What is Jeet Apes? Well, it's a token that's going to be centered around an NFT collections from this particular project group. We will definitely see a change in things. There is, however, let's see real quick. Let me pause this real quick. All right, so that was my bad. So what I was looking for real quick was I had to open up OpenSea real quick so I can talk to you about something later. All right, so about us. The Jeet Ape meta will be like no other. Our goal is to dominate the BSC space and be the new meta, and becoming the new meta is inevitable. We will make NFTs in BSC the new meta. Holding our NFTs will benefit you, and you will be invited into our exclusive club where you'll be the first to be introduced future projects, as well as whitelist / private sale / spots. Let the fun begin. Okay, let's keep it going. They have their Telegram, they have their Twitter. We will check those out. Tokenomics buys 2% to liquidity, 2% buyback, 3% marketing, 1% Jeet tax, golden Jeet tax, and dev tax. Okay, now I will say this project did get a silver banana from Caesar's Call. So that was big and huge for them, but it doesn't have such a big weigh-in for me, because there's other factors that are built in that will tell us if this is a really good deal or not. So as you can see, Jeet Ape NFT collection, there will be 1,000 Jeet Ape NFTs that will be available for minting. Each Jeet Ape will have its own rarity level and attributes. Each mint will give you a chance to own different Jeet Ape rarity levels. Check out the white paper to understand the full scale of the different rarity levels and odds of minting. So you can go over the white paper on your own. We're just going to go on the roadmap and continue on. So create Telegram, Twitter, including international Telegram communities, begin pre-launch marketing, which they are doing. Telegram shill bots, shill teams, and Telegram calls marketing, beginning whitelist marketing, begin NFT development, and open public private sale with a small hard cap of 30 BNB. Okay. All right. Develop NFT smart contract with minting engine integrated. Prepare pre-sale with guaranteed spots to whitelisted winners. Hard cap of pre-sale would be 50 BNB. Okay, that is the truth. All right, launch phase and all that good stuff. We'll go over that. But here are the team. I don't know why they should have just straight up used their own pictures. Like I said, we had a VC with them. They were on video chat, so we could see what they look like. So, click on this real quick. Okay, so let's come over here real quick and check out BNB. I want to check out BNB. This is this is something that I wanted to do. Okay, so 78 bucks. That's not bad. That's not actually pretty bad. So let's go back. All right, so I just wanted to check on that real quick. Go to team, see if they actually had. Huh. I don't know. They need to work on the website. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's check out their Twitter. Twitter looks pretty good. Only thing that I don't like is the amount of followers. And for all of the marketing they have done thus far, even with being on Caesar's call, I'm really surprised that they don't have more followers on Twitter. That bothers me. It doesn't mean you have to have a ton, but it bothers me. Are they being very vocal and stuff like that on Twitter? Of course they are. Okay, yeah, this actually did come in today, their audit, and we'll go over that as well. But they have really cool NFTs. I'm not gonna lie about that. They have cool NFTs, digging them. I just don't like the engagement. The engagement is very, very low. 27 followers, right? And that to me was a first red flag when I started doing more digging. Now, as you can see, they have their original website and their Telegram on there. Click on their Telegram, you can see they have 440 people online and over 4,000 members. And once again, they have their web pages and all that good stuff listed. What I did not like, right, was that these numbers right here, another red flag, 440 people online, right? So this chat should be popping, right? So 440 people online, they only have 27 followers on Twitter. And what I kind of wanted to do, which I couldn't really find, I went over here to Social Blade, right? I went over here to Social Blade, and I wish they had Telegram. That would be freaking amazing. They don't. Anyways, I went to Twitter, found their Twitter, and Social Blade will let you kind of see when they kind of created their accounts and all that good stuff, and you can easily tell if they've been buying followers. So the other good thing that I like about this, one second actually. And so the first thing I noticed right here was it's not necessarily a bad thing. They just, they started here December 30th. To me, they should have done a lot more work to get more people. They've only had 23 tweets, and it's almost been a month. So that's a little worrisome in my opinion. But you can't really see anything else since it's so new. So that is it with Social Blade. So let's take a look at the Telegram right here. And I'll actually move it over so you guys can see it better. All right, so you would think, or at least I would think, that this Telegram would be popping much more than it actually is. What is it? I got 10 Jeet Apes minted. How do I get the golden ape? And that's pretty cool. I got to look into that as well. And this is actually a really good thing from them. So I don't want to just call Cry Wolf right away, but we're gonna do some more digging. So I went back on their Telegram. They've pushed back the launch. It was supposed to launch today. They pushed it back until the 1st, about an hour ago. So that was not what I was expecting at all, but they're probably pushing it back to try to get more engagement, which is fine. The pre-sale was 50 BNB, so they were absolutely correct on that. Minimum buy-in was 0.1. This is going to be a small market cap getting started off. I believe in the private round they raised 30 BNB, and then they raised another 50. So that would give you around, what is that? My math is bad. 80 to 90. I think maybe it was 30. It was either 30 or 40 BNB for the private sale. So they're in at around 80 to 90 BNB altogether. Not very bad at all, but there's some things that concern me. Now, one of the things that concern me, I ran a honeypot on on the main contract. I ran a honeypot on the main contract. Let me see if I can get it here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. Copy. Go to honeypot. Ethereum is back up to 25. All right, let's see what pops up. Okay, so I'm not completely scared of this, right? It says, yep, honeypot, run the F away, right? That's okay, that's okay. It did say it tried to add liquidity. There is no liquidity with BNB, which is a little concerning, but since it just finished pre-sale, obviously liquidity hasn't been transferred over yet. So not gonna be a big deal right away, but they haven't set up any taxes yet, anything. They tried to add liquidity and they were unable to do so. As you can see, transfer failed. Not sure what's going on with that, but it didn't really make me, I wasn't very convinced that, you know, I still don't feel very great yet. So I kept going. Let's go to the GitHub so we can check out this audit by CoinScope. And pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Oh, all in all, it did a really, really, really good job. It did a good job. It did a good job. For the most part, it did a good job. It did get a big, fat, red critical on the very first thing. And this is what concerns me a lot. And we're gonna go through, you can come read the audit yourself, but what I want to take you to is the important stuff. Okay, so first off, domain registration, he put his privacy settings up, so you can't really see too much as far as transactions, things of that matter. But you can see when it was created on the 30th, along with their Twitter. So yeah, you're gonna see the creation dates on the 30th as well, same date as their Twitter, I believe. Yeah, same date as the Twitter, right? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? No registry expiration date because I think it is under privacy settings as well. There it says right there, domain has been created 27 days before the creation of the audit. There's no public billing information. The creator is protected by the privacy settings. Okay, so that's cool. So here's what I wanted to get to where I stand in my own opinion. Jeet Apes token is a meme project that claims to provide unique perks by holding the project's NFTs. The project has a friendly and growing community. I wouldn't say that, but the smart contract, they are definitely building. They are trying to build. The smart contract analysis reported no compiler errors, which is good, but showed one critical and one medium threat. And these are big. There are some functions that can be abused by the owner, like stopping transactions for everyone except the owner. This is big. And if you're new to crypto, I'm trying to stress that this is big. If you haven't been caught in a honeypot before, no, get your butt, hold on, 1 second. So, you know, that's really, really huge in my opinion. There are some functions that can be abused by the owner, stopping all the transactions and blacklisting wallets from selling. The maximum fees percentage that can be set is 25. A multi-wallet signing pattern will provide security against potential hacks. So they don't have that. Temporarily locking the contract or renouncing ownership will eliminate all the contract threats. So that tells me, one, that they can stop any transactions. They can pause all of the stuff right away. And you can literally not be able to buy or sell. The other thing that bothers me about this function is that people can ape into the project, especially on launch, right? And so what bothers me the most is that the contract is not even temporarily locked. And I know they got to do that. Obviously wants to get the liquidity, all that good stuff, but renouncing the ownership would be great. You don't necessarily have to. It doesn't bother me too much, but it would be good. The thing that bothers me is that at any given time, they can stop your transactions. Any given time, they can stop you from trading. And like I was saying, when people buy in at the public sale, let's just say this thing just starts shooting up, right? There's nothing that you can do about stopping the owner from pausing those transactions or blacklisting you completely. Matter of fact, I've seen this before where people they ape in on the private and pre-sale, and at the time of launch, what ends up happening is that some of these devs who are terrible, I wouldn't even call them a dev, but sometimes what they will do is they will actually blacklist the top wallets. They'll blacklist the top wallets, or pause you from being able to dump your tokens or sell your tokens, while other people are trying to buy in. It kind of prevents you from dumping all of your big tokens. I've seen it before, and it's just kind of classic honeypot, man. And I'm not saying that this project is, but what I'm saying is what the audit has found makes me very, very, very nervous. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to check out was, have they had any projects prior? Now, during the VC, he claimed that he was on another project, and he didn't explain, but from what he had said vaguely about it, it didn't sound like the project went well. And so this is actually, from his mouth, this is actually his first solo project. So I wanted to dig some more because I wanted to find out if he had projects or NFTs that he had already sold prior. So I went to OpenSea, being one of the biggest, right? Just to check. And this is what I found when I typed in Jeet Apes, right? So far he has 15 items, 15 ape items, right? And what I really want to do right now is I want to see. So he minted this from the null account 1 day ago. These were also, they were minted a day ago, posted about. So let me kind of explain what I feel like is going on. I could be wrong, but this bothers me right here, and I'm gonna tell you why. You're supposed to be holding a token launch and essentially a collection project launch based around these NFTs. And these NFTs have already started being purchased by other people who got into your private and your pre-sale. So people have already bought these, right? They've already bought these. And here they are up on OpenSea by the dev. And I mean, it's kind of, to me, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, because to me, what it looks like is you're double dipping. And you have, what I see now right here is there's only one owner. One owner. And I can't find anything else. So the floor price for these are about 0.02, not too bad, about $50. Not bad. Some of them will go up a little higher than that. None higher than 0.05 Polygon and or Ethereum on Polygon. And that's okay. So what does that mean? What the heck does that mean? Right. So Jeet Apes is owned by, obviously, the company, right? So here is the actual owner, Moon NFT. Pretty cool. He actually has a two collections. He's created a few things, obviously, but he has some things that he owns. Obviously, he owns quite a lot of things that he owns, and he creates. He has two collections: Jeet Apes and Punk's Yacht Club. Well, guys, out of both of these, I was a little disappointed in a way. Let's see. So these punk apes, I believe, okay, were 22 days ago. So probably about a month ago, around when they started. Here's what bothers me. There's no owners. 30 items, one owner, and I'm pretty sure he's the owner. He has 100 randomly generated NFTs, while the Jeet Apes, he claims, has 1,000. Right? So the first thing I noticed is that nobody has purchased any of their NFTs in about a month. And the other portion is that they started to list the Jeet Apes on Polygon, Ethereum, and these are being sold to other people on Binance. Now, some people may not care about that. Personally, I would care about it if I owned NFTs and I wanted to then go to OpenSea and resell it or try to resell it. There might be an issue. Obviously, it's going to probably, I don't know if it's going to show up at all as it being owned by Jeet Apes, or whomever may own it already. I have no idea, but it just sounds bad. It shouldn't happen this way, in my opinion. And this was enough for me to kind of say, no pre-sale for me. I still want to see what's going to happen on launch on the 1st, if they don't delay it again. But here is my summary, guys. Here's my summary on Jeet Apes. Here's my summary. As a person that's trying to get their own collection started, I don't want to rush. Personally, I don't want to rush into a token project to build my own project until I understand it a little more. And I kind of feel like this person is going about it in a rushed manner by rushing a token out there and then hoping people are going to jump on it. Because one thing I've noticed about NFT based token projects is that the tokens usually don't have a value unless the NFTs have a perceived value. And if nobody is buying your NFTs, nobody's more than likely going to buy your token, because your NFTs are supposed to be the value behind the token. I don't necessarily see that here. I haven't seen any evidence of a successful past projects. I haven't seen any evidence of ownership, really, of these NFTs that they have been putting out. Nobody's buying them, and I highly doubt that anybody's going to buy the actual token on release. But that doesn't mean that that's going to happen. I think they can be successful. I just don't know if it's going to be the hope that they're going to be successful right away. Could be wrong, but from everything that I'm finding, the Jeet Apes, in my opinion, has a big potential to Jeet on everyone who invested. 80 to 90 BNB is a lot of BNB, especially if you are someone who lives in another country where the US dollar is very powerful. So, this could be potentially enough money for a dev to literally live very comfortably for a remainder part of his life, or a good portion of his life to come. So I'm not saying that they're gonna Jeet and they're gonna skeet and they're gonna freaking just rug on everybody, but I'm very concerned about how this project is shaping up. And the other side of the token for me is that they could just very well be wanting to try to get a startup right away and then deal with it as it comes. There's nothing wrong with that either, but from what I'm seeing, there's too many red flags in order for me to invest prior to a public sale. And everybody who did invest, I highly hope that you come out of this on top, because the red flags don't look good. 4,040 members. I'm gonna say that 61 of them may be real. And I say that because on their pre-sale, they had 61 contributors. That doesn't line up to me with, like I said, with the numbers. The numbers don't line up to me. 440 online, but there's not even 100 who got in on the pre-sale. And there's not even 100 that got in on the private sale. And so, I personally feel that a project like this has about a 70% chance of rugging on everybody within the first day or the first 3 to 5 days. I would say anywhere between the first day and the first week, first 7 days, projects like this have a high, very, very high turnover rate, meaning that they're here today and then they're gone tomorrow. And usually what happens with these things is that when they start to pump, that's usually where you'll see the honeypot get dropped. They'll pause transactions and things like that, and then you're screwed. So, just be very, 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 very careful. Be very, very careful if you're going to invest in this, and, Godspeed. Hopefully everything's okay. And again, I'm just waiting for public sale. If this thing drops on public sale and it looks decent, I have absolutely no issues with contributing and buying the NFTs. I think the NFTs are dope. But the major thing that bothers me is this right here. And you got 15 items up already. And, people have technically bought these on Binance during the pre-sale and private sale. So that kind of bothers me that they're back up for sale for a very cheap price, right? Because say for example, you spent the BNB, right? You spent the BNB. You get, if you get 10 NFTs, that's dope. That's crazy. If you can mint them, that's dope. But if you are only getting one and maybe it's a rare or something, a rarity, I would say that you're probably getting gypped, seeing as they're already selling them on different blockchains. So take that with a grain of salt. Tell me what you think. Hopefully this has been a good raid for you. To me, it's been a good raid because these are the type of things that you need to do when you're doing research on jumping into a project, especially an NFT project. I'm taking notes because I want to do my own thing, but I want to learn more about it first. I don't want to rush in like I feel like they're rushing in. So anyways, tell me what you think. It's all about the engagement, guys. It's all about the engagement. I give a shit about the views, really. I like views, but those don't really tell me anything. I want to hear what you got to say in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Godspeed for these guys. I'm hoping for their sake that they're not gonna Jeet everybody.